and welcome to Castle Creek Manor Bed and Breakfast in Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm Brenda Greene. My husband and I currently own Castle Creek Manor, and we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary of being the new owners. This bed and breakfast was established in 2004 and ran for about 15 years with Ron and Leanne Unfred. And we purchased from them in the January 2020 and just finished up our first year. As you all know, 2020 was a very difficult time for the hospitality industry, and little did we know that that was going to affect us at the time that we bought the property. But we made it through. We finished our first year, and we're looking forward to a more successful 2021. So today I just wanted to introduce myself and talk a little bit about our journey and how we got here and some of our plans for 2021 and going forward. My husband and I had stayed here in September of 2019 and fell in love with the property, found out it was for sale. We were here for the annual wine fest that is in the Grand Valley every year over in the Palisade area, and just totally knew this is where we were going to retire. We had a lot of conversations about what we were going to do once we retired and weren't quite sure what that was going to be. But this came available for us, and so we jumped on the opportunity to move over here sooner than planned. And my husband kept his job. He works from home, so it allowed us to move here and buy this beautiful property and be business owners and part of this amazing community. So right after we bought the business on January 2nd of 2020, I immediately joined the Chamber of Commerce to get to know the other business folks in town and make connections and do some networking, as well as work with the business incubator. Being a new business owner, there's a lot of things I needed to learn. There's a huge learning curve, and I'm still learning, and it's been a fun journey. And just learning about not just the hospitality industry, but what you need to do as far as keeping books and marketing and trying to do everything on my own. Like I said, we are a small business. So with that comes some decisions to make. Are you going to have employees or not? And we have 5 luxury suites, and currently I feel like I can run things on my own. So I do all the cooking and the cleaning and the marketing and our Facebook posts, our Instagram posts, and I'll link down below those pages for you to check out. I also do some promotional stuff on LinkedIn. We're on Yelp and Google My Business. So we're just learning, and it's quite the learning curve. It's a lot to keep up on, especially trying to keep your books and having to just learn kind of as you go and fixing mechanical things that go wrong or maintenance stuff that happens on the property. And my husband helps out with that a great deal. So with that said, one of the things that we are hoping to do in 2021 is to start hosting micro weddings, as well as elopements and other events on our property. We do have a portion of our property. We have a little over an acre here, and it's a pretty narrow but long property. And we do have room to have some micro weddings, and we would like to start doing that this summer. So I'm working on getting that put together and start promoting that. And my plan with this YouTube channel is to also help promote and market that portion of our business as well. So just trying to be on every platform we can be on, be as visible as possible, sharing what we're learning on our journey. It'll be nice to look back someday and go, wow, look how far we've come. So as far as this summer, what else we would like to plan on doing is just do a better job at marketing and getting out there and learning how to manage all of our marketing efforts on the different platforms, social media platforms, as possible ourselves. It is very costly to hire somebody else to do that. So kind of learning on the fly and looking at other people's marketing pages and what they're doing, and connecting with some specialized people that do some consulting. This year I may spend some dollars in doing that, just to be able to expand our business, because we want to have our business grow. We want to be busy. Right now, with it being the winter months in Grand Junction, our slower times of the year for business is usually November, December, January, and February. We start picking up a little bit in March. And then we get really busy starting in June throughout the summer and all the way through the middle or the end of October, depending on how nice the weather stays in our valley. Some of the main attractions in our area, this is super exciting. One of the reasons why we absolutely love this valley and wanted to move here as soon as we could, is all the outdoor recreation. My husband is an avid fly fisherman, so we love to go fly fishing. We love to go kayaking. We did a 9-mile kayaking trip this last spring, and that was a lot of fun. We went 9 miles from Grand Junction to Fruita, and with the grafting company and rental company, and that was so much fun. So we're trying these different things in order to be able to make recommendations to our guests. The big attraction around here also is the Colorado National Monument. It brings over 300,000 visitors each year. It's a 23-mile loop. It's kind of our mini Grand Canyon. If you've ever been to the Grand Canyon, the great thing about this is that Rimrock Drive drives all the way around the rim. So you actually see some pretty steep cutoffs, but amazing trails to both bike as well as hike. Take a picnic lunch, take the family, do some sightseeing, take pictures. Every time we have friends or family in town to check out our new business, we always make sure that we make a trip up to the Colorado National Monument, because it's absolutely beautiful. And the bighorn sheep up there are so amazing to see, especially in spring when they have their little babies that like to frolic around. The other thing that we love to go visit is the Grand Mesa. Now, the Grand Mesa is the biggest flat top mountain in the world, actually. On top of the Grand Mesa, there are over 300 lakes up there. A lot of fishing, a lot of outdoor recreation up there as well. We have Powderhorn Ski Resort, which is a very well-kept secret in Colorado. It's an amazing ski area for people who love to ski but don't love the crowds. The lift is fast and you don't have a line. You get in and out and you can go up and down that mountain all day long. And so we have skiing, we have snowmobiling. So one of the things we did a couple weeks ago is we actually rented a cabin, and we took a few days off and blocked off our calendars. And we went up to the Grand Mesa, rented a cabin up there, and did a snowmobile guided tour. It was absolutely beautiful. The snow is incredibly deep, and I didn't know this, but a little known fact, they get anywhere from 400 to 600 inches every year of snow up there on the Grand Mesa at the highest points. So it was very neat taking a snowmobile up through there and checking all that out. We also purchased our first set of snowshoes, and we went snowshoeing, and that was a lot of fun too. It's definitely a workout, and something that you have to kind of prepare yourself for. It's not just like hiking a little hiking trail. You're working a lot of muscles getting through that snow on your snowshoes. So the other thing that is attracted around here is all of our mountain biking trails. They're finishing up this year the plunge, which that's a pretty advanced mountain biking trail that goes from Powderhorn Ski Resort all the way down to Palisade. And I believe it's a little over 30 miles total downhill, but apparently the traffic can go both ways, is my understanding. So that's very exciting for the people that are pretty advanced in their mountain biking. And we have a lot more trails around for all levels of skill for mountain biking. In Fruita, they have the Cocopelli trails, and there's just so many trails around here. So whether it's hiking, cycling, river activities, fishing, going up on the Grand Mesa and skiing. There's just so many different outdoor activities, and that's what we absolutely love about it. We are also wine country. We have over 23 wineries in the Palisade area and in the Grand Junction area that do tastings, and they're part of the annual Wine Fest every year. We have over 6,000 people attend that event every year. It sells out very quickly once tickets go on sale. And that's good for our business because we sell out as well pretty early. So this year I put an early email out to all the guests that had previously stayed with this business over the years and let them know the new dates that they're going to do. They're going to do something special. Instead of holding a one-day event at Riverbend Park for the Wine Fest, they're going to do a two-day event so they can do a little bit more social distancing and spread people out. So that will be very exciting. And we actually are almost booked for that weekend. I think we have one room left. So we're working on doing a good job of marketing through our past guests, letting them know of specials that we have. Like next month we have Valentine's Day, and doing some special packages for our guests who stay here to make them have a memorable stay with us. So those are some exciting things, and that's kind of how we got here. We are just feeling very blessed and love my job. I love meeting people from all over the world, although this year was a little limited because we didn't have any international travel this past year in 2020. So hopefully that changes in 2021. Later in the year, hopefully we'll get some international travel. As long as it's safe and it's the right thing for people to do, and we will definitely do our best to keep people safe. We have 5 suites, and I don't do a buffet anymore. I used to do buffet breakfast. Now it's all plated, and I make sure I schedule time for people to be in the dining room where there only is no more than 2 couples at a time, and they're spaced out pretty well. So just doing extra cleaning efforts, making sure people are wearing their masks when they're on the property, and the way that this building was designed with the outdoor entrances, and each unit is self-contained, it's very easy for people to practice good social distancing and being safe. So that's been a lot of the feedback we've gotten from our guests who have stayed with us and keep coming back. We've had so many return guests for anniversaries and quick weekends getaways. We also sell gift certificates. I sold several gift certificates over the holiday, the last few weeks over Christmas and New Year's. So we are expecting those gifts to book this year sometime. So this will be exciting. But yeah, it's been an adventure our first year, and we're looking forward to continue with great success for 2021 and beyond. And thank you for listening to this video of introducing myself. And I'm going to be posting this on the different media platforms and hopefully get some traction and getting people interested in what it takes to be an innkeeper and kind of the behind the scenes and some fun stuff, and probably some bloopers that I learn along the way. But it is a learning experience and it's fun. So I wouldn't give it up for the world. It's absolutely great. And so if this is something that you're interested in, or some more content that you like, such as this, please leave a message below, and I will make sure to get back to you. I love helping people, mentoring people. I won't charge anybody for anything. I'm learning, like I said, I'm no expert. I did start, my very first job was in the hospitality industry, so it's kind of me going full circle back to my roots of where I started as my very first job. And so I'm excited to be here, and thank you for listening to the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.